Welcome back to the channel. Now, what do you think is England's most underrated city? So, I've been sick, I've been so ill since literally the start of February, it's been awful. But what I've been doing is spending a lot of time on Reddit, and I came across this post all about underrated cities. And everyone kept mentioning this one place, and I thought that's interesting because, well, I know absolutely nothing about this place. I've never been to it. I don't know anything about its history, so maybe it is. And everyone kept saying, oh, it's so good, it flies under the radar. So I thought maybe there's a video in this. And then I Googled, what is this place famous for? And I couldn't believe what I found. So this place invented the tank. In 1915, during the First World War, this city became famous for inventing the tank. So I thought, let's do it. Let's stop doing any more research. Let's just head to this place, have an explore, see if it is the most underrated city, and hopefully find a tank. So the train's just arriving now. Let me know below, which city do you think I'm going to? Which city in England do you think is the most underrated? You'll find out soon. All right, here we are at the destination. And before I do the big reveal of which city we have come to, I'm going to preface it by saying I have travelled these past couple of years all around England, looking at cities, looking at towns, different areas, and I've given them a really good explore. So I reckon I am the perfect candidate to explore here and figure out if it is England's most underrated city. And I mean it, I've done zero research. Apart from seeing that this place invented the tank, I have no idea what's here. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what goes on here. So there's no sign on the train station. Ah, here we go. Welcome to the city of Lincoln. So the city is Lincoln, and oh, for God's sake, noisy building site. I'm gonna have to pause the video. Already a negative Lincoln. Okay, we're away from that building site now. I'll give the point back because it's not really its fault. It's got a noisy building site. Already though, it's very pretty. The centre, look at this. All them nice little shops there. It feels more like a little town, a little village than a city with that. But yeah, as I said, so I don't know anything about Lincoln, but we're going to explore and see if it is England's most underrated city. That's the main mission. The sub-mission is to find a tank, or like history of a tank, because I'm pretty good at going on submissions and discovering cities or towns' histories. We did it in Accrington with the bricks. We found the bricks. We did it in Grimsby with the fishing industry. We found all the fish. Will we do it here in Lincoln and find tanks or history of tanks? So let's do it. Let's keep wandering. What we got there? Some big, what's that? It looks both new and old at the same time. Here we go. How about that? Not that. That. Lovely bit of canal. This is the benefit of doing absolutely zero research when coming to a place. I had no idea it had a canal. Amazing. Lovely to stumble across. And over here we got a nice looking pub. The Witch in the Wardrobe. Please don't be shut down. How about this? The Witch in the Wardrobe is one of the oldest buildings still standing in Lincoln today. Initially built in the 13th century. God, this is interesting, and I've only been here about 5 minutes. There's another nice one down here as well. Let's have a quick look at this. Yeah, look at that. That's well nice as well. I love that style of building. What do we call that? There's a name for it, isn't there? There's a name for, I want to say Shakespeare kind of buildings, but I don't think that's the correct word. But yeah, let me know. Is it Tudor? I'm not sure. You're probably thinking as well, because I've been ill and not been making many videos, what's going on with the hair, David? You've got an absolute mop on your head. And yes, I do. And it's all spurred on by the fact that someone said to me, oh, you look like Bradley Cooper, which was great. It filled me with confidence. And then someone else said, you look like Susan Boyle. So can we collectively decide, does the hair make me look like Bradley Cooper or Susan Boyle? Let me know, and that may decide if we keep it or not. Nice bit of bridge that as well. Ruined by the noisy building site. But yeah, another one of these. We're gonna go Tudor. We're gonna call it Tudor for the video and hope that I'm right. Another one of them Tudor buildings. Which way? Let's go this way. Do you know what as well? So far, what's that? 15 minutes here? Not a single shop for let that I've seen, which is interesting because that is unusual. So yeah, who knows, maybe it is. We're gonna be here for a good, I've got 5 hours until my train home, so we will give it a thorough explore. Just a bit of the bean. Damn it, this town's a goddamn building site. So yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised by Lincoln. It is nice, but every time I turn my camera on, some building noise erupts from either beside me, above me, or below me. So that's actually winding me up quite a bit, but we need to put that aside for the video and just continue. Try and stay calm. So yeah, as lovely as the streets are, and surprisingly I've still not seen a boarded up shop, I am yet to find any information about a tank. There's no tank history on show yet. You don't know where I can find a tank, do you? I've heard, you know Lincoln's famous for tanks, isn't it? Building the tanks.
Oh my goodness, I'm visiting myself.
Oh, are you? Yeah, well, I've been
it's got
They invented them in 1915 apparently.
Right.
So I've come searching for it and I was hoping it'd jump out at me. There'd be bits of tank everywhere, but I don't know.
That's a new one on me.
Where are you from?
Oh, we just come out from London actually.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, we're on our way north, but we stopped off. Never been to the cathedral before, so just going to go.
Have you ever been to Lincoln before?
No.
Nice, isn't it?
First visit, yeah.
Really nice,
really
surprisingly,
big.
Yeah. Oh, I'll leave you to it anyway. I hope I find a tank. Yeah. Cheers. As I said, still no sign of the tank. You might be able to help me, mate. Are you from Lincoln?
Yeah, sort of, yeah.
I'm looking for a tank. I've heard this place famous for tanks.
Yeah, they used to build them.
They used to build them. Do you know if there's anything on show still? Is there not?
The only thing is that there's a roundabout with like a bit of a tank on.
How far do you reckon?
Walk from here?
Yeah.
You don't mind walking? 10 minutes.
10 minutes? And it's like a memorial?
Well, no, it's just a tank in the middle of the night. It's not a tank.
Not a real one?
No.
I want to find a real one. Well, maybe that'll do for the start.
A real tank.
You don't think I will? Well, we'll keep trying anyway. Hey, good man, thank you.
See you later.
Alright, so that fella says there's definitely a memorial on a roundabout with a tank, but it's not a real tank. Ooh, that's a nice street. But I want to find a real tank, we'll see. Check this out though. I gotta say, I love all these little tiny independent shops. It does feel like a town. Look at this. Traditional sweet shop. Let's go in here.
Oh,
Can I nip past you?
Yeah,
cheers.
Go on. You can get
Nice.
me if you want.
Oh yeah, do you want to get in?
Yeah,
You don't mind if I take some pictures, do you, for my vlog? Oh, thank you so much. Don't worry about it. Yeah. It'll just be the sweets. Oh yeah, the elites. Oh, I've got to get some of them. The bubblegum bottles?
Yeah, sure.
Nice one. What do you remember? Chicken feet, don't remember them? There you go.
Go for it.
So I've never done crack, but this stuff, oh my god. If you know, you know. These are just unreal. Oh, so good. These were my first introduction to addiction as a child. Yeah, amazing. What we got here? Other cool shop. What's this? Cool. Legitimately no idea what that shop was selling, but it looked fun. I like it. This is great, I am enjoying this. I'll give it to Lincoln. Lovely bit of stonework on that building. And here we are on Steep Hill. And that's the first shop that I've seen that's closed down, but it's very aesthetic, at least still. Let's walk up Steep Hill, fueled on by legal crack. Do you know what? I am actually well impressed. I was not expecting this. I've got another series starting soon, of videos coming out hopefully next week. And it's all about places with like cobbles, like cobbled streets. And I was not expecting to find all of that in a city in Lincoln. So yeah, fair play. So far, I'm actually, so far, it's not letting me down. If we find a tank, this could be England's most underrated city. If we don't find a tank, I don't know what'll happen. Do you know what? I've got to put these. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh no. Look what's happened. The real crackhead in me wants to eat them off the floor, but I'm not going to do that. Not in Lincoln. So this is one of the most complete... 1 minute, I've forgotten what it said. Let me go back and read it. It's one of the most complete surviving late medieval timber frame buildings in Lincoln. Look at that. So maybe that's what that kind of building's called, late medieval, which also maybe Tudor. I'm just an industrial revolution man. Anything after like 1750 I'm into. I don't really know anything about before. Legitimately the second shop that I've seen empty. This is legitimately amazing. I love Lincoln. It is beautiful. I get why people were saying that, and I've never heard of it, never been here before. What we got here? Ooh, look at this. Right, okay. Transport Trust. The prototype British tank was designed here in late summer 1915. 400 tanks. Wow. In the White Hart pub. That's mega. Excuse me, mate.
Yes, sir.
So this is the... You've got the sign on there about the tanks.
Yes, sir.
Was it in here where they were planned?
Yes, sir.
No way. Wow. That's crazy.
That room there.
That room there?
Yes.
They designed and built, well, designed the tanks and then were built?
Yes.
That's amazing. Is there anything else in the city that you can see which is about tanks?
If you go to the Museum of Lincolnshire Life,
Yeah?
just over there, they will have a large mock-up of one that you can actually go inside.
No way.
Yeah.
We can go inside the tank?
You can go inside it. So.
Wow.
And
No way.
also, you sit inside, to the left of it, you sit inside, and it gives you a story of World War I with all the tanks as well.
No way.
So if you go to the Museum of Lincolnshire Life,
Yeah, not far.
Not far. You just go up here, just go over on the left-hand side, you'll see it. It's got all scaffolding outside it.
Well, okay, yeah, cool, yeah. Oh, amazing. Thank you so
You're
much,
welcome,
mate.
sir.
Legend. What a legend. Fighting tank. Absolutely awesome. What a nice fella as well, who works in the building, telling me more information about it. I did one video, it was the fish and chip one, where I came across the sign on the wall of the fish and chip shop, one of the oldest fish and chip shops in the country, and I basically got told to F off, which I thought was a bit funny, but yeah, that was so nice. The guy then with the thing just giving me all that information. So he said maybe there is a tank and maybe we will be able to get inside a tank, which if that is the case, then yeah, Lincoln, you are England's 100% most underrated city. But check this out. Look at that. How about that for a bit of building? That's a lovely bit of building. But to be honest, what's also lovely is, whilst that is nice, check this out here. There's a building over here and it's got some exposed brickwork and it just looks lovely. Look at that. I really like that. Just showing through. It's £12 for the tour, £12. And I think you just get to go over that free. £12. 12 quid to go have a look around. I think I got enough. But look at all these, look at this little bit of stonework. Fancy little bit of stonework on here. Very nice. Oh, look at that fella, he's got some up his bum. Look at this. Young chap there. Hey, come on. Don't put it up there. Or do. Obviously it's fine, it's 2025. Do what you want, do as you please. So let me ask you the question, have you been to Lincoln? Did you know it was so nice? I had absolutely zero idea. Yeah, let me know. It feels like a huge Haworth. And if you know Haworth, you'll know that is an incredibly beautiful place to visit, to wander around. And this just feels like a giant Haworth. I will go to the other side of it maybe, but I will keep exploring and see what else we come across. But genuinely, I had no idea this place was so nice. Lincolnshire. Oh, I was in Grimsby as well a couple of weeks back for a video. Had a banging time there as well. I was bigging up Lancashire in January. Maybe February is the month for Lincolnshire. The torch has passed. I've honestly never been anywhere where there's so many what seems to be independent businesses that are open and seem to be doing well. Every shop you look at looks like a small independent shop that seems busy. I love it. It really is ace to see in my travels around England or the UK as I've done. It's become the commonplace thing to see boarded up high streets, and this feels different. And what's that up there? Is that a castle? Fucking hell, if this place has got a castle, Jesus. Is that a castle? It's got a castle. Castle! Fuck. Right, obviously, very impressive castle. Did not know Lincoln had a castle, did you? But yeah, as fun as that would be, it was, I can't remember how much it was like 16 quid or something to walk around the walls, which would be fun, but I know the entire time I'd just be thinking about this tank, and I'm sure you'd rather watch me go and try and get inside a tank, if possible, than walk around a castle wall. So we're going to do that, we're going to go try find this tank. So here as well, got an antique shop. That must be the 7th antique shop I've seen whilst walking around. And what I haven't seen many of, or in that area there, bookies, vape shops, pawnbrokers. Look at that quality name for a pub. Ploughboy. Mega. I was just about to say, check out this other nice building, when I think this is the building that I'm meant to be heading to. The Museum of Lincolnshire Life, where apparently there might be a tank. I bet the tank's absolutely rammed with visitors though, innit? You know, like the castle was. I wouldn't be surprised if the tank's got just as many. God damn it, how do you get into this museum? You keep sending me around in circles. One thing you should never do in life is follow an arrow. Don't follow the arrows, guys. Put down the guidebook. If you've bought the guidebook and you've still got the receipt, return the guidebook. Don't take store credit. Follow your own path. Speaking of which, how cool is this? Just a brief one before we go in. So a school got in touch and was like, oh, do you want to come give a chat to our pupils about like doing a different career in life? So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be chatting to some students, talking about how you can follow your own path and strange interests and somehow make a living. So that'll be a good laugh. Hiya. I hear you've got a tank that you can look at.
Yes.
Can I go look at the tank?
Of course you can, yeah, it's free entry.
Free entry? How about that? The tank's free entry. Sorry, the whole museum's free entry. The castle wall walk was about 16 quid. And yet the tank, free entry. Oh, check it out, you've got all the trenches. Oh, it's a children's play area, designed as trenches. So the children of today can both have fun, but also act out war scenarios. Whoa! Check this out. Wow! John the steam ploughing engine. Look at that. This is unreal. Check it out. Steam engines. Not only might we find a tank, but we've found steam engines. Oh, shit. We found one. Look. Way. We found a tank. Check it out. Look at that. So why was Lincoln the place where the tank was first invented? Well, you've got to look back at the soil in the surrounding areas of Lincoln, which was of such good quality, it gave birth to a huge farming industry. One of the leaders in this industry was William Foster & Co., who were based in Lincoln, and they were agricultural machinery manufacturing experts. Hence, there being loads of other machinery in this museum, not just the tank. So it was all that innovation from the farming industry that just bizarrely had the perfect blueprint for inventing the tank. Lincoln as well was a great location as it was near to testing grounds where they could get out and try out these prototypes of the tank. So with massive government support as well, all these factors came together to make Lincoln the birthplace of the tank and how it got its nickname, Tank Town. There's another bit in this museum as well, this interactive section which is replicating what it would have felt like in the trenches back in 1915 during the First World War and how vital the invention of the tank would be. And it made me think of my great-granddad and my granddad who was born in the First World War and fought in the next war, and now 100 years later, the difference in the world. Yeah, that was mega in there. Not only did I find a tank, but I found all these little rooms full of different industries. The print industry, the tea industry, the wool industry. Oh, that was mega. If you like industrial history, get yourself down to there. The Museum of Lincolnshire Life. So good. So interesting to see. So yeah, aside from that noisy building work that I found as soon as I got to the city, I can't find a single negative about this place. It's absolutely banging. Industrial history on show, independent shops that are still open and look busy, nothing that looks boarded up and empty. Maybe it's not just the most underrated city, maybe it's the best city, I don't know. I do not know. We need to explore a bit more. What if we found a chimney? I think that would do it. If we found a mill chimney, it would be the best city in England. Do you know what? With all that stuff in the museum talking about how industrial this place was, I would be very surprised if there wasn't at least one mill chimney still standing somewhere in Lincoln. Oh, god damn it, Lincoln's amazing. Look at this, more cobbles and these banging lamps, street lamps. Lincoln, I love you. You've done it. Wow, I am well and truly more than surprised. What's an adjective, or what's a word for more than surprised? Is that a mill chimney? It could be. It might not be. It might be something else. Well, that's a pretty good view, that. Right, so I've sort of inadvertently walked away from the aesthetically beautiful half of Lincoln and into the more modern industrial with multi-storey car parks. But I'm starving, so I need to find some food. And it'd be cool to find, that fella earlier said there was some sort of memorial of the tank on show, which would be cool to find. It's ace having all that stuff up at the museum, but it is a trek away and it's still in a museum. It's I like it when you find stuff that's on show, just you stumble across it. But that museum was free. Again, I'm not knocking that at all. It's amazing to have it all there. It really is. Okay, now. Some sort of lake as well, or is that like a harbour? It looks like a harbour. It's really wide. I wonder if that's a harbour. And look at this. I like this sign on the canal here saying, "Where have you been?" Exactly, where have I been? And it's not been Lincoln. I wonder if I'll put this out and everyone will be like, "Yeah, Lincoln's insane, did you not know? How didn't you know this?" And I'm there like, let's put Lincoln on the map. And maybe it's already there. Who knows? Yeah, so this is an inland port, which back in the they will have served all these industries which were sailing in and out of Lincoln. I'm trying to picture Lincoln on a map. I'll put it in now. I can't actually think of where it is in terms of the sea. South of Grimsby area and in, I think. I don't know. We'll put a map on. But cool, yeah. What doesn't this city have? That's the question I've got to be asking. It's got everything. So interesting. And look at all these boats and barges. It's crazy. It's such an interesting city. Yeah, I don't think Lincoln's a very big city from my wandering so far, but everywhere you go, you suddenly feel like you're in another place. That bit up there with all the big cathedral or whatever felt like you're kind of in Europe somewhere. Down here, maybe you feel like you're in Bristol or on the coast somewhere. You don't feel like you're inland with all them boats. So yeah, I'm on like well, that's definitely like the nice all cobbled streets up there. Oh, how nice, all the cars stop driving as soon as I start filming, thank you. But yeah, that's obviously the nice cobbled pedestrian area with all the independent shops. This is the more like, as I say, modern. I think that's the uni there. Well, there definitely is the uni there, full of students. So let's go over this side and see if we find anything over there. Oh, and look what I found on the way. Here it is, here's that memorial that guy was talking about. Look at that. Yeah, that's what we want to see. On show, the big tank. And the people working on it. WM Foster's and Co Engineering. Wow. Yeah, here we go, Lincoln Tank Memorial. Ace. That's ace. So yeah, fair enough, they have got stuff on show as well. Why am I doubting Lincoln? Lincoln's incredible. It's a fantastic city. Just give me a mill chimney now and you've won. You have won. But no, I love it. Good to see industrial history on show. And I guess everyone sees it all the time driving round the roundabout. So I'm sure if you're from Lincoln, it's all well known how important that industrial history is, because you see it all the time driving. It really doesn't look like there's going to be anything of much importance or interest down this way. Kind of looks like we're coming out to like the retail park area of the city. So yeah, it does feel really small. Is that what I think it is? Oh my lord, look! Mill chimney! Mill chimney, can you see that? How do I get to it? I might have to go down here. Lincoln, 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 why have we kept ourselves apart for so long? Oh, it's not a big one, but it's a nice one. I need to get a good smartwatch with a long battery life, because sometimes in my videos I stomp around for so long. It'd be good to put up like a step counter. What do you call it? What's the step counter called? Pedometer? Where's it gone? Where? How can I lose a mill chimney? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's inside somewhere. God damn it. It's there, but it's inside this thing. Ah, oh. Lincoln, Lincoln, Lincoln. Must I deduct a point? For I cannot reach the chimney which I wish to reach. It's nice, look, I won't deduct a point. You can still have the point of having it. In future, what I would say is open it up, let people approach the chimney. You won't believe how many people like mill chimneys in this country. It's mind-blowing. You can charge, you'll probably be able to start charging for that if you open the gates. Not a single shop closed. I've seen so little shops shut down today. Lincoln, you are bucking the trend there, you really are. Right, there we go. That was Lincoln. And genuinely so impressed. When I read it was like, that fucking building work. Honestly, you know what? No, I don't like you, Lincoln. You've got too much building work going on and it's doing my head in because my sound's going to be awful. Have you stopped? Thank you. But no, building work aside, absolutely banging city. I can't wait to return. Like, I feel like there's more to explore up in that cobbled area as well, because I feel like that's where everything is. I was assuming that was just going to be a tiny part, but no, I think that's where literally everything is. But I haven't got time. But yeah, it's been amazing. Truly a fantastic city. Definitely underrated. I've never heard anyone, I don't know, maybe this is just my experience of life, but no one's been like, oh, you got to go check out Lincoln, it's great. Like, a lot of cities do get told. So maybe it does slip under the radar a bit. Please let me know if you think I'm wrong there, or if you think, yeah, no, it is an underrated city and it's banging and it's wonderful to visit. And I think most places now I visit around England, it's kind of strange because you feel like you're just in a replica of another town or another city. They've all been kind of designed the same, and you can be walking around Newcastle and it can feel like Manchester, or you can be walking around Manchester and it feels like, I don't know, parts of London or wherever. And it's so nice to come to a city and find a place that looks so unique like that, because it really isn't normal. And part of YouTubing becomes hard because you're like, God, I've got to go find interesting places, and this definitely was an interesting place. Yeah, and I'd say England's most underrated city. I think we can finish there. Please let me know, Bradley Cooper or Susan Boyle? Give Bradley Cooper, go on.